welcome to Medis Global. We hope that you all are stay safe and stay home and preparing well for the examination because consistency is the only key for the success in any examination. So please stay focused and prepare well for the exam. On the request of so many students who are preparing for the different examination like ESE, HAL or HPCL exam, and they are asking that sir please provide any important questions for the examination. So we have decided, after referring so many different institutes mock series, we have made our mock test which will be held on every Thursday and Sunday. So before starting this mock test, please take pen and paper with you and please pause the video whenever required and solve these questions first at your own, then after you can see the solution. This mock test will be helpful to all the students who are preparing for the examination, as well as who have completed some of their subjects and as well as who are even not started their preparation, because they can get the idea which type of questions will be asked in the examination. In this mock test, there are total 50 questions, including easy level to moderate level and then after hard level. So each students have to note down that how many questions they get right and how many they don't get perfectly. And then after they have to prepare well that topic according to the requirement. So these questions will be really helpful to you for preparing the examination and get the idea that which questions are frequently asked in the examination like ESE or HPCL. Moreover, if any students are new to your academy, then we have made short notes for all the subjects of mechanical engineering. They can get the PDFs of the short notes for different subjects from our Telegram group also. In the Telegram group, we have provided all the short notes for different technical subjects as well as all the general studies subjects for the ESE examination. So all the PDFs are available there, which are totally free of cost, and we have made video lectures for different short tricks of technical subjects. So you can check out, the links are given below for all the mechanical subjects in the form of video lectures, which will be helpful to make your short notes in the form of charts. So please share this video to maximum number of groups who is preparing for the examination related with the mechanical engineering like ESE, HPCL or GATE examination. Now let's start the mock test. Once again, before starting the mock test, please keep pen and paper along with you so that you can note down the important questions which you do not have prepared yet. So you can take the note of that question. Good luck to all of you. Here the first question is on your screen now. In adiabatic flow with friction, the stagnation temperature along a streamline is increase, decrease or remain constant. So here you can think for 2 to 3 seconds, because by seeing it once you can get definitely the correct answer, because this question is very easy. So yes, here the answer is option A, remain constant. We will provide the detailed solution in the questions where it is required, because in the easy questions we will put the correct answer directly. Now let's move towards the next question. Here the second question is of moderate level. You have to just match list 1 with list 2. So in the list 1 there are types of theory of failures, and in list 2 the predicted ratio of shear stress to direct stress at yield condition for steel specimen. So this topic we have included earlier just 2 days before in daily night wheels of engineers, in which we provide daily one important concepts. Here you can think for more 5 seconds, because this question is frequently asked in so many different examinations. So yes, here the correct answer is option B, A4, B3, C1 and D2. That means maximum shear stress theory, the value of shear stress to direct stress at yield condition is 0.50, means 0.50. Then after, for maximum energy distortion theory, here the answer is 0.577. Then after, for maximum principal stress theory, the answer is 1, and for maximum principal strain theory, the answer is 0.77. Here the detailed solution is also there, so you can take a screenshot if you want. Now let's move towards the next question. The next question is once again from easy level. Subsonic and supersonic diffusers have the following geometry. Option A, divergent and convergent respectively. Option B, both divergent. Option C, both convergent, and option D, convergent and divergent respectively. So once again, you can think for 3 to 4 seconds. So here the correct answer is option D, convergent and divergent respectively. In this diagram you can see the shape of subsonic and supersonic diffusers. So you can note down how many questions you will get right and how many questions you did not get perfectly, because this will boost up your confidence after the end of this mock test and it will help you to prepare for your examination. Now let's move towards the next question. Here the next question is, instantaneous center of a body rolling without sliding on a stationary curved surface lies option A at the point of contact, option B on the common normal at the point of contact, option C on the common tangent at the point of contact, and option D at the center of curvature of the stationary surface. So here once again this is very easy question. So yes, here the correct answer is option A at the point of contact. Now let's move towards the next question. So here the next question is on your screen now. When initially dry and saturated steam flows through a nozzle, the ratio of actual discharge to calculated discharge is option A equal to 1, option B greater than 1, and option C less than 1. These are only 3 possibilities, so there is no need of option D. So yes, here the correct answer is option B greater than 1. Now let's move towards the next question. Question number 6 is on your screen now. You have to match the following. So here 4 options are also there. You can take 5 to 10 seconds for this question because this is of moderate level. So yes, here the correct answer is option A. For rail sections, the process which is used is rolling. Then after, for the plastic sheets, correct answer is calendering. Then after, for Allen bolts, correct answer is option 3, cold forming process is used. And for porous bearing, you can made by powder metallurgy. So this is the question number 6. Now let's move towards the next question. So now the question number 7 is on your screen now. The strain energy stored in the beam with flexural rigidity EI and loaded as shown in the figure is. So here you have to find the strain energy stored in the beam. Here you need to do some calculations. So you can solve this example by this method, total strain energy straight, and here the correct answer is 4 by 3 p square L cube divided by 3i, which is option number C. Now let's move towards the next question. Here question number 8 is on your screen now. The time series forecasting method that gives equal weightage to each of the most recent observation is option number A moving average method, option number B experimental smoothing with linear trend, then option number C 3-pole exponential smoothing, and option D Kalman filter. So here the option A is correct, which is moving average method. Now let's move towards the next question. Question number 9. A rigid link PQ is undergoing plane motion as shown in the figure. VQP is the relative velocity of point Q with respect to point P. Here which one of the following is true? 4 options are given. You can think for 3 to 4 seconds because this is easy question. So here the correct answer is option D. VQP has only one component perpendicular to PQ. The directional vectors are drawn in the figure. Now let's move towards the 10th question. Here as you can see that match list A with list B and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. So here in the first list there are types of compressor pump or turbines. So here for this question correct answer is option A, because Kaplan turbine is axial flow turbine and as you all know Pelton turbine is impulse type turbine. So based on these two options you can get the correct answer because this is only given in option A. So here the correct answer is option A. Now let's move towards the next one. Here question number 11 is on your screen now. A phenomenon is modeled using n-dimensional variables with k primary dimensions. The number of non-dimensional variable is option A k, option B n, option C n minus k, and option D n plus k. So here this is very simple question. Answer is n minus k. Then after next question is question number 12. If sigma 1 and sigma 2 be the major and minor tensile stresses, then maximum value of tangential stress is equal to option A sigma 2, option B sigma 1 minus sigma 2, option C sigma 1 plus sigma 2, and option D sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2. So here the correct option is option number 4, which is shear stress, or you can say that radius of Mohr circle, which is equals to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2. Now the next question is question number 13. Tensile stress sigma x and sigma y x right angle to each other on the element if the strain in the direction of sigma x is twice the strain in the direction of sigma y. Then the ratio of sigma x divided by sigma y is 4 options are given. Here the correct option is option number 3. Here in this question you just have to use the equation of strain in the direction of x and y. So after some modification you will get this equation in the form of 2 minus mu divided by 1 plus 2 mu. So here the question 13 is completed. Now let's move towards the next question. Here question number 14 on your screen now. What is the maximum clearance for the given shaft and hole assembly? Dimensions of hole is 20 plus 0.1 to plus 0.2. Then dimensions of hole shaft is 20 minus 0.2 to plus 0.00. Here these are the tolerance, and the correct option is option number 3, because for the maximum clearance you just have to minimize the lower limit of the shaft from the maximum, or you can say that higher limit of the hole. So here the correct answer is 0.4. Then after question number 15, which of the following is not a property of a pure substance? You can think for 4 to 5 seconds, because this is also very easy question. Here the correct option is option number 1, heterogeneous in chemical aggregation. This is not a property of a pure substance. Now let's move towards the next question. Here question number 16, the ratio of specific heat at constant pressure to the specific heat at a constant volume for triatomic gas is option number 1 1.3, option number 2 1.6, then after 1.4, and option number 4 1.8. So here for the triatomic gas the degree of freedom is 6. So here in the equation of gamma 1 plus 2 by 6 you will get this value of 1.3. So here the correct answer for this question is 1.3. Then after question number 17 on your screen now, which one of the following statement is true for the ultrasonic machining process? 4 options are given. Yes, this is also a very easy question. Read carefully all the options and mark your answer in your book, so that at the end of the test you will get how many questions you will get perfectly. So here the answer is option number 3. USM often uses a slurry comprising abrasive particles and water. So this is the answer for this 17th question. Now the next question is question number 18. What is the relationship between elastic constants E, G and K? This is most favorite question for the examiner and most of the examination related with the mechanical engineering. So these relations you must have to remember for any examination. Here the correct answer is option number D. So here in the detailed solution, as you can see here, we just have used only 2 equations which are most important. E is equals to 2g into 1 plus mu and E is equals to 3k into 1 minus 2 mu. You just have to rearrange these equations. So finally you will get option number D. Now the next question is the process that uses a tapered horn to amplify and focus the mechanical energy for machining of glass is option number A, electrochemical machining, option number B, ultrasonic machining, option number C, abrasive jet machining, and option number D, electrical discharge machining. So write your answers in your notebook and keep verifying your answers. So here the correct answer is option number B, ultrasonic machining. Most of the people can get this answer very easily because this question is also frequently asked in the examination. Now let's move towards the next question. Here, question number 20 on your screen now. In materials requirement planning, if the inventory holding cost is very high and the setup cost is zero, which one of the following load sizing approaches should be used? First one is load for load, then after fixed period quantity for 2 periods, then economic order quantity, and the last option is base stock level. So here the correct answer is load for load. Option A is correct for this question. Now let's move towards the next question. Question number 21. A matrix P is decomposed into its systematic part S and skew symmetric part V. If S is equals to this one and V is equals to this matrix, then matrix P is which one? So from these four options you will get one of the answer. So if you want to calculate, you can pause the video. Here the correct answer is option number C. Here you just have to use this property S is equals to P plus Pt by 2 and V is equals to P minus Pt by 2. Here Pt is P transpose. So finally you will get P is equals to S plus V, which is option number C. Now the next question is, which of the following conditions is used to determine the stable equilibrium of all partially submerged floating bodies? This is also one of the most favorite question. So here the correct answer is very easy. How many of you can get this answer? Let's see. Write down in your book. Here the correct answer is option number C. Center of buoyancy must be above center of gravity. You can remember like Bill Gates, in which B is above the G. So in the floating body, center of buoyancy is always above the center of gravity. Now the next question is, in the space above the mercury column in a barometer tube, the gauge pressure of the vapor is option number A positive but more than 1 atmosphere, then option number B negative, then option number C 0, and D is positive but less than atmosphere. So here the correct answer is option number B. The detailed solution is also given. So here in the diagram, as you can see, you just have to equalize the pressure drop at both the sides. Now the next question is, a circular disc of radius r is confined to roll without slipping at P and Q as shown in figure. If the plates have velocities as shown, the magnitude of the angular velocity of the disc is option number A 3v by 2r, option number B v by 2r, option number C v by r, and option number D 2v by 3r. So here the correct option is option number A 3v by 2r. The detailed solution is also given. Now let's move towards the next question. Question number 25. The solution of d square y by dt square minus y is equals to 1, which additionally satisfy y of t is equals to 0 is equals to dy by dt at t is equals to 0 is 0 in the Laplace as domain is. So here just have to convert into the Laplace transform, or you can say that inverse Laplace. So here the correct answer is option number B. Solution is also given. This is also easy question. So you can take a screenshot whenever required if you want. For the question number 25, option number B is correct. 1 upon s into s plus 1 into s minus 1. Now the next question is 26. The values of enthalpies at the stator inlet and rotor outlet of a hydraulic turbomachine stage are H1 and H3 respectively. The enthalpy at the stator outlet is H2. Then the condition H2 minus H1 is equals to H3 minus H2 indicates that the degree of the reaction of this stage is. Here you have to calculate in the percentage. But if you know the concepts well, you do not need to calculate anything in this example. So write down in your book as per your knowledge, which will be the correct answer. Here the correct answer is option number C. As enthalpy across stator and rotor is equal, it is 50% reaction stage. So the correct answer is obviously 50%. So in the competitive examination, your basics should be clear as much as possible. Based on your basic fundas, you can solve any examples without calculating it. Now the next question is question number 27. The figure below shows a symbolic representation of the surface texture in a perpendicular lay orientation with the inductive values marking various specifications whose definitions are listed below. So here this is the symbolic representation from the production engineering, which we have already covered in the daily night fields series. So you can note down your answers according to ABCD 4 options. Here the correct answer is option number C. The description is also given. First one is minimum roughness height, then second one is maximum roughness height, then third one is maximum waviness height, fourth one is maximum waviness width, fifth one is roughness width cutoff, and sixth one is maximum roughness width. So these six are the main symbolic representation which you have to remember for the production engineering. So this question is most useful for different examination, that's why we have included here, which will be really helpful for ESE or HPCL or GATE examination or even HAL examination. So you can take screenshots whenever required, and please make sure you note down all the important terms which we are representing in the detailed solutions of the questions. Now let's move towards the next question. Here question number 28. Which one of the following statements about a phase diagram is incorrect? First one is a relative amount of different phases can be found under given equilibrium conditions. Then it gives information on transformation rates. Option number C. It indicates the temperature at which different phases starts to melt. And option number D. Solid solubility limits are deposited by it. So note down your answers. For phase diagram, you have to choose the incorrect one. This is very easy, but sometimes it's tricky. So here the correct answer is option number B. It gives the information on transformation rates. This is incorrect statement. So in the examination, you first mark the correct statements and then check in the option and then check in the question that which one is required. So here according to the question we have to choose incorrect one. Now the next question is 29. Consider the following network of activities with each activity named A to L illustrated in the nodes of the network. The number of hours required for each activity is shown alongside the nodes. The slack on the activity L is how many hours? This is the question from industrial engineering, and you all know every year there may be one or two questions. Here the correct answer is 2 hours. First one is time along path A, B, C, F, I, J, K is 42 hours. Then after time along path A, B, C, E, H, L is 31 hours. And time along path A, B, C, D, G, H, L is 40 hours. So slack for L is 42 minus 40, which is equals to 2 hours. So here for the activity L, the value of slack is 2 hours. Now the next question is question number 30. Two plates to be butt welded. Consider the following processes and select the correct sequence in increasing order of size of the heat affected zone. So from these 4 options you have to choose the increasing order of heat affected zone. Note down your answers. Here the correct answer is option number B, 3, 2, 4, 1. That means laser beam welding, then after MIG welding, then after submerged arc welding, and then after arc welding. Here the processes with the low rate of heat input tend to produce high total heat constant within the metal, slow cooling rates, and large heat affected zones. High heat input processes have low total heats, fast cooling rates, and small heat affected zones. So here the option number B is correct for butt welded joints. So you can take screenshots whenever you require. Now let's move towards the next question. Here the question number 31 is on your screen now. The forecast for the monthly demand of a product is given in the table below. Here the forecast is made by using the exponential smoothing method. The exponential smoothing coefficient used in the forecasting the demand is. Here 4 options are there. You can calculate, you can pause the video and solve this example. Here the correct answer is option number D. The detailed solution is also given. So we'll get alpha is equals to 0.1. Now let's move towards the next question. Question number 32. The turning moment diagram of a flywheel fitted to a fictitious engine is shown in the figure. The mean turning moment is 2000 Nm. The average engine speed is 1000 rpm. For the fluctuation in the speed to be within plus or minus 2% of the average speed, the mass moment of the inertia of the flywheel is how many kg meter square? So once again, you can pause the video and calculate this example. This is not that much difficult. So yes, for this option, the correct answer is 3.58. The detailed solution is also given. First you have to calculate omega, then after you have to find the value of delta I, which is delta is equals to I into omega square Cs. Then by using this equation, finally you will get the value of I is equals to 3.58 kg into meter square. Now the next question is question number 33. The spectral distribution of the radiation from a black body at T1 is equals to 3000 Kelvin has a maximum at wavelength lambda max. The body cools down to a temperature T2 if the wavelength corresponding to the maximum of the spectral distribution at T2 is 1.2 times of the original wavelength lambda max. Then the temperature T2 is how many Kelvin? So this question is very easy. You just have to use lambda T is equals to constant and you will get the value of T2 is equals to 2500 Kelvin. Then the next question is, keeping all the other parameters identical, the compression ratio of an air standard diesel cycle is increased from 15 to 21. Take the ratio of specific heats is equals to 1.3 and cutoff ratio of the cycle RC is equals to 2. The difference between the new and the old efficiency values in the percentage is equals to how much? So here you just have to use the equation of efficiencies. You can pause the video and calculate the efficiencies difference. These questions are frequently asked in the examination. That's why we have included here after referring so many different institutes mock tests. So yes, here for this question, the correct answer is 4.8. So firstly, you have to calculate efficiency at CR is equals to 21, which is 54.87, and at CR is equals to 15, you will get 50.08%. So the difference of these two value is 4.8. Now the next question. Question number 35. A fair coin is tossed 20 times. The probability that head will appear exactly 4 times in the first 10 tosses and tail will appear exactly 4 times in the next 10 tosses is how much? So once again, this is not that much difficult question. You can get this answer if you have gone through the concepts of probability once. Note down your answers. Here the correct answer is 0.042. Fair coin toss 20 times, so for the first 10 times probability that head will appear exactly 4 times. P of 4 heads in 10 tosses and into P of 4 tails in 10 tosses, you will get this equation 10c4 into 1 by 2 raised to 4 into 1 by 2 raised to 6 multiplied by 10c4 into 1 by 2 raised to 6 into 1 by 2 raised to 4. So you will get 0.042. Now the next question is, a helical spring has spring constant K if the wire diameter, spring diameter and the number of coils are doubled, then the spring constant of the new spring becomes option number A 8K, option number B 16K, option number C K, and option number D K by 2. Here the correct answer is option number C, which is K. So here once again you have to remember this equation, K is equals to CD raised to 4 by 8D cube n, which is most popular equation from the topic of spring. Now the next question on your screen now, question number 37. The recent measures to improve the output would blank the level of the production to our satisfaction. Option number A increase, option number B equalize, option number C decrease, and option number D speed. So this is the question from general aptitude part. Here the correct answer is option number A increase. Now the next question. While I agree blank his proposal this time, I do not often agree blank him. Option number A with and to, in the option B 2 and with, for C with, and option D 2 or 2. So write down your answers. Here the correct answer is option number B. While I agree to his proposal this time, I do not often agree with him. This looks like correct. Now the next question is, it was estimated that 52 men can complete a strip in a newly constructed highway cities P and Q in 10 days. Due to an emergency, 12 men were went to another project. How many number of days more than one original estimate will be required to complete the strip? Option A 3 days, option B 5 days, option C 10 days, option D 13 days. So you can pause the video and calculate this example. From the general aptitude part, this type of questions are frequently asked in the examination. So here the correct answer is option A, which is 3 days. Detailed solution is also given here. As you can see, 52 men can do in 10 days since 12 men were sent out. The remaining left are 52 minus 12, which is 40. Then we know that M1D1 is equals to M2D2, so 52 into 12 is equals to 40 into X. So you'll get X is equals to 13 days. From total number of days is 13, you have to subtract 10 days. So you can get this value of 3 days more than the original estimate. So here the answer is 3 days. Then after, the next question is, select the word that fits the analogy. White is with whitening, then light you have to choose from the given option. So here you can get this answer because this is most basic question from the analogy portion. Here the correct answer is option A, which is lightning. Simple. Now let's move towards the next one. The directional derivative f of xyz is equals to xyz at point -1, 1, 3 in the direction of vector I minus 2j plus 2k is. Here the correct answer is option A, 7 by 3. Directional derivative is also asked in the examination more than 4 to 5 times. Now the next question is, for an air standard diesel cycle, you have to choose the correct statement. Here the correct answer is option B. Heat addition is at constant pressure and heat rejection is at constant volume. So for all the cycles you have to remember the heat addition and rejection processes. Then after question number 43, there are 5 levels PQRST in a linear supply chain before a product reaches customers as shown in the figure. You have to find what is the paid by the customers? Correct answer is option number D. Detailed solution is also given. So this is based on supply chain management, or also sometimes it will be asked in the quantitative aptitude part. So this is moderate level question. Now the next question is here question number 44. Climate change and resilience deal with the two aspects: reduction of source of non-renewable energy resources and reducing vulnerability of climate change aspects. The terms mitigation and adaptation are used to refer to these aspects respectively. So which of the following assertions is best supported by the above information? So here four options are given. You can pause the video and note down your answers. Here the correct answer is option A. Mitigation deals with actions taken to reduce the use of fossil fuels. Now let's move towards the next question. Question number 45 on your screen now. The number of qualitatively distinct kinematic inversions possible for a Grashof chain with 4 revolute pairs is option A 4, then option B 2, option C 1 and option D 3. So you can write down your answers in your book. Here the correct answer is option D 3. These three are the inversions. First one is double crank mechanism, then crank rocker mechanism, and third one is double rocker mechanism. So you can note down. Now the next question is, if a reverse Carnot cycle operates between the temperature limits of 27 degrees Celsius and minus 3 degrees Celsius, then the ratio of COP of a generator to that of a heat pump based on the cycle is how much? Round off up to 2 decimal places. Here the correct answer is 0.9. So once again, this is also a very simple question. You just have to use the COP of refrigeration and heat pump. So after taking the ratios, you will get the answer as 0.9 because the temperature TH and TL both are given. Now the next question is question number 47. The following figure shows the velocity time plot for a particle traveling along a straight line. Here you just have to calculate the area of the diagrams. So you'll get this answer. Option A is correct, which is 10. So these type of questions are also asked 2 to 3 times in the examination. Now the next question is question number 48. In solar porous type air heater, the pressure drop is usually option A higher than non-porous type, option B same as in non-porous type, option C lower than non-porous type, and option D 0. So you can note down your answers in your book. Here the correct option is option B, same as in non-porous type. This question was also one time asked in the examination. Now the next question is, an alloy produced by adding 1% of tin to Mund's metal is called. Here option A brass, option B Admiralty brass, then option C naval brass, and option D leaded brass. This question is also easy. Here the correct answer is option C naval brass, which is containing 60% of Cu plus 39% of zinc plus 1% of strontium. So this you have to remember. Then after question number 50, the speed at which the shaft runs so that the deflection of the shaft from the axis of rotation becomes infinite is known as option number A whipping speed, option number B damping speed, option number C resonant speed, and option number D gravitational speed. So write down this final answer in your book. Here the correct answer is whipping speed. So this is all about the mock test number 1. Now prepare the important questions and concepts which you have noted down during this mock test, and if you like this video, please do like and subscribe to our channel for upcoming mock tests. Thank you so much for your support guys. Keep sharing this video to all your mechanical groups. Good luck to all of you.